Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
36.
Breeze now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they take possession of the football and have it at... the 36-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Set at 20. Block.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
50.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Let's go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Drake. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Drake on the give from Tannehill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Tannehill. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. To throw, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That man, Michael Thomas, what a start to the season. 10 more catches in Week 3 against the Falcons for 129 yards.
I love your descriptor of him. That man, Michael Thomas. I mean, the numbers he's putting up now, right? 38 catches through 3 games. That's an NFL record. We're talking about all time. We might be talking about his pace throughout the season because the number he's chasing is 143. That's Marvin Harrison's single-season record for catches. Michael Thomas is on some type of a pace.
38 receptions. He's been targeted only 40 times. On second down, here's Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
50-50.
A pitch out to Drake. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys? And
not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
So a minute 55 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 1st down, it's gone. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to air one out. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Second and 9 now from the 21. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Drake. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Target. Good stuff. Go.
They snap it to Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Breeze finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flush to his right. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Kill!
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Again, it's Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Wake, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 36 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? I
do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? You ready?
Now Breeze, gotta have this one. He's gonna air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. Gore. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by T.J. McDonald, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Tannehill on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready?
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Clay. There you go, right here.
Tannehill going to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to let one go deep for punt. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 46 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here.
Hey.
Here's Tannehill. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.